So Racing for Children is a very interesting thing.
If you asked me if we needed paid, I would have said no.
When the doctor that came to visit me the very first time about the whole idea behind Racing for Children, he said, "Ed, I had the opportunity to take some very sick cancer patients out to the Barber Motor Speedway, and they got to ride around in a sports car, in a Porsche." And he said, "These kids, don't know if they're going to make it tomorrow." And so this was just a wonderful experience. And he said, "I noticed a change in the children. They seem to be perked up and better feeling about just life in general." He said, "Well, then I actually started doing some research on them, and it turned out that those fast laps around the track actually seemed to improve their medication. It was taking their medication, their bodies were taking it better, and their overall results were great." And he said, "No, it's not going to cure them." He said, "I don't know what it was. Maybe it was the adrenaline rush, but something about riding 100 plus miles an hour around this track is really helping these kids."
What the Medical Properties Trust has been able to do is be a presenting sponsor for a group called Racing for Children for over 11 years now. And in that partnership with Racing for Children, they not only provide philanthropic support for our group, which is so critical to being able to provide the resources that we do, but they take it a step beyond. They identify crew chiefs. So immediately they engage a couple of families and their patients and get them involved with their group. And they'll take them out to the Barber Motorsports Park, a beautiful area, get them into these Porsche race cars, take them around for hot laps, and the kids just love it. Then those kids are treated as rock stars throughout this weekend event. Well, what's really neat about this car is that it has kids' handprints all over it. So what they do is they get our patients to come down, get their hand in some paint and put it onto the race car. And then when that car is running around the laps, all of the spectators and the other drivers see those kids' hands on there, literally pushing the car forward. And they've been very successful, and usually they come in first in the race, which is really fun for the kids.
There was one kid who was so sick he could barely speak, and he looked at him and he said, "Do you have any words for the driver?" And he said he looked at the driver and got enough voice in his mouth to say, "Don't use the brakes."
What Mr. Aldag and his team at Medical Properties Trust have done is just amazing in supporting not only our patients, but our fundraising efforts.
The Racing for Children's program is coming up with some very innovative ways to spread the word and to provide more funding for the research and development. And the doctors all down at Children's Hospital will tell you the R&D makes a difference. Some of the new advances and everything are actually helping the children where they can cure the kids of cancer. And so it's been great to see, now that we've done it for 10 years, see a kid that was maybe 7 or 8 years old, now they're a teenager, the struggles they have, and then you look at them, you would never know that they had been sick before.
It's really important that we have resources for a large team to support that patient, who are able to provide excellent care, but also provide the newest in what we call novel therapies or research type of therapies through clinical trials. And that can only occur because of the support that we have from our communities. Fundraising efforts are so critical to making us provide the best care for patients, but also improving upon our cure rates and providing therapies and finding new therapies that are more effective and less toxic, who have less side effects. And that's really important for kids.
Children's Hospital is one of the tops in the country. They're doing some incredibly advanced studies and finding things to help make children healthier as they grow up.
The work we do is so critical to our families and patients that we see from all over Alabama. And Medical Properties Trust has been an amazing partner in allowing us to really meet that mission head on. It's through their support that we're able to do the complex clinical trials, the family supports to really help these patients and their families through the cancer and journey. And patients who are facing life-threatening diseases really need a lot of support.
The healthcare in the city of Birmingham is first rate. We've got so many great hospitals, doctors, scientists. if you need to get cutting-edge health care, Birmingham is one of the places to get the best health care in the country and the world.
So we really appreciate always the support of our community, and Medical Properties Trust and Mr. Aldag and his team have been a wonderful sponsor of our group for over a decade now.
Children's of Alabama is a fantastic place. We're very fortunate to have it, and I'm very fortunate to be able to visit and have a very small part of the whole situation there.
It makes something for every one of us who lives in Birmingham and that state of Alabama be proud of.